Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Jasmine, and for today's video I'm going to be sharing you guys my labor and delivery story. I was not able to film in the hospital just because they did not permit any type of video at all. So I wanted to share you guys with the story and what happened, because this little bundle of joy came 2 weeks early, and I'm gonna give you guys all that update and let you guys know, show you guys pictures and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And yeah, let's go ahead and love, so let's get started. I am so excited to be back filming. I'm telling you guys, I took a very long break. The videos that you did see before today, they were all pre-filmed before I gave birth. I wanted to film a little bit more, but I end up getting induced, so I wasn't able to film any more videos after the ones that I already had pre-filmed. So I was so bummed about that, just because I wanted to pre-film a lot of more videos, just because I knew once I had the baby it was going to be a little bit hard for me to sit down and film. As you guys can tell, he does not let me put him down. As soon as I put him down, he wakes up, so I have to have him snuggled in my little wrap here so he can be calm. But I am super blessed. We are super blessed to have baby boy with us today. He was born early. I was induced. One thing that I did not mention in any of my videos was in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was considered high risk, just because they thought that since my daughter was a very small baby, that he was going to be small, so they wanted to monitor him and the growth and make sure that he was growing and all that stuff. But he was growing very good. Towards the end, it did slow down a little bit, so it was concerning to them that he stopped growing. And I was like, you guys are freaking me out. They freaked me out. They made me cry. Like, it was just so bad. I had to take time to myself. You guys can see that I was not posting on Instagram. I wasn't doing anything, just because I was just so overwhelmed with everything the doctors were telling me that it was driving me crazy. I mean, my pregnancy was good all the way to the end when they noticed that he was not growing as fast, but he was good. Everything was developing fine. The only thing was the growth was slowing down, and they were concerned about that. So my doctor, I went in around 38 weeks, and I saw my doctor, and he said that I had to be induced. And I was like, wait, I don't want to be induced so fast, because they told me towards the end of November, beginning of December was the day that I can be induced and I can have the baby. And he was like, no, I really want you to have the baby now, because I just don't want to take that risk. And I was like, no. So I neglected, and I said, no, I want to wait. And then he sent me for a not high risk, but stress test to do in the hospital a few days later after I saw him. So he scared me about that, so I started crying. I was very emotional, guys. Towards the end of the pregnancy, it always gets so tough. It gets very tough on you when, you know, the day is coming, your baby's coming. It's like you're all stressed, you want everything to be right. So I was super stressed, and I was just crying my eyes out, because I was like, he's scaring me. He's making it seem like the baby is not gonna be okay. Like, it was just so much going on in my mind. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. So the day came, Saturday, which was my stress test. So I went in around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock. I went in for the stress test. I took my daughter, because I don't have a babysitter, so I took her with me. We did the test. They did ultrasound, and then a few minutes later, which was November 23rd is the day that I went in, they did the ultrasound, they did the test, everything. When they came back to me and told me that, no, you're gonna have to stay, and we're gonna have to induce you, just because the baby's fluid is very low, and it has to be at a certain number for the baby to be okay. So they didn't want to take the risk of me prolonging my pregnancy one more week, and then the antibiotic, what is it, antibiotic, no, I'm gonna leave the name here. The fluid, if the fluid was gonna decrease, it was gonna put a higher risk for the baby. And I just bawled my eyes out, guys. I just bawled my eyes out. One reason why is because my mother was coming the following week to be there with me in the labor and delivery part, and I just wanted my mom. Like, I'm a mama's girl. I just wanted my mommy there. I wanted her to be by my side. Yes, I have my hubby, but it's not the same. Like, moms are just so more comforting than a hubby can be. Like, he's there for me. Yes, I love him. He's always there for me. But my mother is my comfort zone. So I wanted her. I started crying because she's so far away. I don't know if I ever mentioned that they do not live here in Florida, so it's like so difficult. So I was crying, and then once they told me that, I called my mom and I was like, Mom, they are inducing me today. And I just started crying. I made her cry, and it was just us two crying at the same time. It was just so bad, and I was like stressing out. I was like, I cannot do this by myself. Like, I want my mom by my side. So they made the effort. My mom and dad made the effort, and they flew in that same day in the nighttime. And the doctor's like, we can hold off in inducing you because we still don't have a room for you and stuff like that, so we can hold off while your parents come. So by the time my parents came, which they came around 10 o'clock, they arrived here in Florida. That was the process. They started already inducing me. They already had gave me the fluid to start the flow of, you know, the baby coming. So that was a good thing. So I was relieved that my parents were able to come, because it just took a weight off my shoulder, because I was just so stressed and I was so like emotional. It was just breaking my heart that I couldn't have my mom and dad here with me, because they're just, no matter how old I am, I'm 30 years old, I always want my mom and dad by my side. And since this is my last pregnancy, I'm not having no more babies. I wanted them to be there. They were there for me when I had my baby girl. I wanted them to be here for my baby. So they were there. Thank God for that. And the process started going fast. At like 11 o'clock, it was just going fast. And then one thing that they did here in Florida that they did not do with my first baby was I think it was called a balloon. It's a balloon that they put inside, and they push water inside. I would leave like a picture of it. So as soon as they put that balloon inside of me, and I was about 3 centimeters before they put that balloon inside. By the time that balloon, because they said, oh, it's gonna help you dilate, once the baby is a little bit down, the balloon would just come out. By the time they took out that balloon, I was 7 centimeters. Like, guys, that thing helped me so much. I never heard of that. They didn't do it for my first baby, so I was just so surprised and so in shock at how fast it made me dilate. I'm sorry. I was just so surprised and how fast it made me dilate. I was like, I never got this before. Like, why I didn't get this for my first baby? Like, this would have been awesome. It would have like speed up my pregnancy the first time when I was delivering the first time, but they didn't have that. I mean, I had my baby 5 years ago, so I never even knew they had that. So technology is just growing so fast, and the way they're doing things now is just so like up there. Like, I never had that. Like, I never had the option of doing that, anything like that. So by the time I was 7 centimeters, they popped the balloon, the water, what is it called? The water. I popped my water, and boom, my contractions were the worst. I was trying to prolong not getting the epidural, and the doctor's like, you need to make a decision now, because once you hit 9 centimeters, you are not going to be able to get the epidural. So I was like, oh my God. So I'm like, give me 30 minutes. If I cannot hold these contractions more than 30 minutes, then I am definitely getting the epidural. So I couldn't take the pain. The pain was so bad. It was just so hard. as soon as she popped that balloon, like I was like, I can't take this. I cannot take it. I tried to be strong because I didn't want to take the epidural again, but I'm sorry, I had to take it. It just made me feel so much better as soon as I got the epidural. But I did have issues when they gave me the epidural because it was only working on one side. It was only working on this side, and then on this side I was still getting the contractions, and I was like, this epidural is not working. Like I still feel it on this side. So they kept trying to figure out like how to get this side numb also. So they just kept pumping in the medicine. I'm like, oh my god. By the time I was not feeling the contractions on this side, I had 2 balloons for legs, guys. 2 balloons. They looked like balloons. I couldn't move them. I couldn't move my legs. It was just such a awkward feeling because I was like moving my upper body, but I couldn't feel my legs and my lower half. So I was just so uncomfortable, so weird. But a few minutes later, like an hour after my epidural, they came to check me. And they said, okay, we're gonna check and see how far dilated you are. As soon as the doctor went down there, they said, no, the baby's head is about to come out. I said, what? Oh my god. So I was just so excited because I was like, oh my god, finally we can get this over with, because I was hungry, I was just tired, I was like just so overwhelmed. I was like, yes, we are gonna do this. So yeah, as soon as all the doctors, the nurses came in, and then they prepped me and all that stuff, and as soon as they said, come on Jasmine, push, I only pushed 3 times and baby boy was out. And then I have this precious baby boy with us, and he was born November 24th at 3:59 a.m. super early in the morning, and he was born, and I'm just so blessed to have my baby boy. I can tell you this delivery, labor and delivery, was so much easier than my first one. I was in the hospital for hours for my first baby, and this one, I mean, I was there for a few hours, but this one was just way more easier. People always told me when you have your second, third baby, they're just gonna come out like, and I was like, oh really? But I experienced it myself, and I can tell you guys myself that yes, it is easier once you have your second baby. They just come out. Like, it's just so much easier because your body already knows. It already stretched out the first time. It already knows all the development and all that stuff. So it was just so much easier, which I felt such a relief. And recovery, guys, I'm definitely gonna let you guys know how recovery is. I'm gonna let you guys know in another video. In my first month postpartum video, I'll let you guys know how the recovery is, how much weight I lost, all that extra stuff. I will let you guys know in that video. But you know, in this video, I was just inserting pictures of me in the hospital and stuff like that. I wanted to let you guys know about my labor and delivery. Since I couldn't film it, I did want to tell you guys the story and how it happened and all that stuff. And yeah, but that is basically it. We have our baby boy, and I'm so blessed to have him. Thank God for a nice, healthy baby. He is challenging. He loves to cry a lot. If he's not with mama, he's crying. So I absolutely love it. But yeah, that is it for my labor and delivery. Look out for my next video. I'm going to let you guys know my 1 month postpartum video. Let you guys know the weight loss and all that stuff, and how's my postpartum doing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, loves.